Welcome to class. This is Module 1 and we will be talking about Introduction to Broadcasting. This course is about radio, TV presentation and production, and this is what you will find in broadcasting. We have the following topics to discuss: definition of broadcasting, characteristics of broadcasting, history and origin of broadcasting, basic equipment used in broadcasting, qualities of good broadcasting. So we start with the first unit, broadcasting. Definition. Broadcasting is the process of sending out and receiving messages through the air by scientific method called electromagnetic waves. These messages are transformed into electronic signals in the studio. It mixes the signal with the carrier waves generated in the transmitter and the studio. Of course, you may have listened to radio or watch TV. What you watch on TV, what you watch on different programs is what we call broadcasting. All of this put together is broadcasting. Broadcasting is around you. Broadcasting is everywhere you are, as long as you have a radio station, a TV station, and of course, social media around you. The blending enables the electromagnetic waves to be moved at great speed through the antenna. Now, I'm talking about how messages are transformed into electronic signals in the studio. All right, now let's move on. In academics, broadcasting is viewed as a phenomenon. Broadcasting is viewed as an institution, as a platform. It is a marketplace to exchange ideas and information. Now, broadcast programs are what you find in the world of broadcasting. These broadcast programs are programs you watch on radio, your favorite programs, or you call it shows, TV shows, radio programs, and all of that. This put together is called broadcast program. All of this put together called broadcast program. Now, broadcast program generally falls into three forms. Programs can be entertaining, they can be informative and educative. The program sometimes can even be a blend of all the types, such as the variety shows which cover various segments that deal with specific issues. What we're trying to talk about here is that we have programs that would give you a combination of entertainment, education, and information. Some programs are basically for information. Take, for instance, news sometimes could be basically to inform you, and sometimes it could have a bit of education, and some other programs would be just entertainment. But then, because of entertaining you, you may learn one or two things which could come from the aspect of education. So, this is broadcasting. I must let you know that broadcasting also stimulates societal growth, renewal, and regeneration of vital issues to the improvement of man for a wholesome life and a better community. Broadcasting helps people to talk about issues, to prefer solutions to issues. This is part of what broadcasting is about. Now we move to characteristics of broadcasting. Having attempted to define and explain what broadcasting is in the last unit, the next issue to deal with is the characteristics of broadcasting. These are the things you see and you can say, oh, this is broadcasting. One, broadcasting recreates the activities of people. It tends to help people take decisions on what they do. Talking about activities, people have been talking about a particular issue. When they listen to radio or TV, they might decide to adjust. They might decide to take on new activities, depending on how they are inspired, but inspired about what radio or TV is given to them. Broadcasting also recreates the environment of people through its programs. News is what you find in broadcasting. News tends to relay activities and events of people. It is a recording and passing the information which has already taken place. The information to be reported must pass through The editor. The editor is there to correct the grammar, to take out certain things that is not fit for broadcast. The editor is there to pick out things that are not relevant. This can be for either radio or TV. Don't forget, the focus of this course is on radio and TV. As much as we have social media as a form of broadcast platform, but we are focusing on radio and TV. Now let's talk about currency. If in broadcasting, currency is very taken seriously. If what happens now is delayed and reported a few days after it has happened, then it becomes stale. It is no longer news. So, news in broadcasting has to be now. It must be reported now. It must be what is current. In order to capture the attention of audience members, news is written in short sentences. It's precise, straight to the point, with most important information coming first in the news. As such, materials to be used in news production or any kind of production must be carefully selected, creatively ordered, and structurally organized to meet the needs of the audience members for whom the program is meant. We need to talk about personnel involved in broadcasting. Broadcasting is not about just one person. It involves a number of people. Radio, TV broadcasting involves a good number of people. This include the technical crew, the producer, the director, the editor, the lighting crew, the actors, actresses, or the artist, depending on the kind of production you want to have. All these people put together form what is called the production team. So if we're talking about a number of people that help a program get produced, we're talking about the production team. Some can call it production crew. The production team can be made up of both skilled and unskilled artisans and talents. You should also know this about the characteristics of broadcasting. When the audience members view or listen to your program, they are bound to react, and that's what we call feedback. They're bound to react to your show in a specific manner. Their reaction may be positive or negative. Take, for instance, when currency is being changed in a country, a number of people may not be happy about it, and some may be positive about it. The reaction may be positive or negative depending on the content of your show. Another feature of broadcasting is agenda setting. This is basically about setting what people talk about, deciding what they talk about. Agenda setting by broadcast set the agenda which enable reactions to events and activities from the public. So that's some of the features of broadcasting or characteristics of broadcasting. Now let's talk about the history and origin of broadcasting.